What's up, everyone? This is George from Your Local Musician, and this is episode 5 of the Beats in My Bedroom podcast. Yay, isn't everyone excited? Cheerful, 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 cheerful. Now, today, I've usually got bullet points that I sort of try to run through a little bit, episode by episode, but today I'm just sort of gonna kick it out, freestyle, and see how it works out. And just speak from the heart. I speak from the heart usually, but I like to stay structured in what I'm saying so I don't drone on too much. Today I want to speak about why I chose marketing in particular as my career outside of music. And we've touched on this subject a little bit before, but I want to delve deeper into it because I really believe that it is a important subject, and I believe that I was really strategic in choosing that for the goals that I ultimately wanted to achieve, because I wanted to be in a career where I could learn and I could use the skills that I learned in that career to grow my outside thing. And obviously, if you're trying to grow a business, you need traffic, you need people looking at it, whether it's online or whether it's offline. But we're selling beats here and we're online. So why did I choose it? I left college. I left university, I think, age 21, and I found a job as an e-commerce. I found a job as an e-commerce manager for an electrical wholesalers not too far from my mum's house. And I was there for just over a year, and I had the opportunity to be trained in certain things within the digital marketing realm, PPC, SEO, from a local digital marketing agency that the company that I was working for had obviously employed to sort of help out the marketing team, because the marketing team was me. It was literally me on my own, and even in the job that I do today, it's still me on my own, but obviously I'm a lot more experienced than I was back then, and I'm pretty shit hot now. And I wanted to learn these skills because I knew this is before I got into any sort of other of the influencers out there, like Gary Vee and what's his name, Grant Cardone, obviously my man Curtis King, things like that. So I had this way of thinking very early on in whatever it is that I'm trying to do. I wanted to learn how to attract people, how to get them interested in the product that I'm ultimately trying to sell, and what are the technical aspects of actually doing that in the 21st century. I didn't think I had a very charismatic personality, so I didn't bother doing YouTube and things like that back then. But I did write an awful lot of articles. I learned the art of SEO, which is a very technical thing. It can be a very creative thing, but it's a very technical thing as well. And that has built the foundations of my entire career. Not only my 9 to 5 job career aspect, but also where I'm going with this music thing. The only reason I get any traffic to my beat store at the minute is because of SEO. It's not because of this. It's not because of YouTube. This doesn't send any traffic to my site. This is just a brand thing. That's all it is right now. It doesn't have the potential of sending traffic to my site, which these people that are coming to my site may eventually end up as customers. Yes, it does have that potential, but I'm not relying on it. My specialist skill is SEO. Getting your site, my site, ranked in the organic listings of Google and getting onto page 1. That's my specialist skill, and that's how I grow my business. That's how I run my business right now. I don't depend on anything else, really. If I can't get that to work, then I might as well give up, because that's what I'm currently employed to do for other people. So you should hope that I'm good at it. And otherwise I'll be in a much different position than what I am in today. And the reason why I wanted to do that is because I was very interested in it anyway. I'd had some interest in SEO, many years before I actually got into it as a job. I've always thought it was important to have side interests over your main interest. So let's say my main interest is music. My sort of side interest is SEO. But if I'm going to do that as a job, then I've got to be very knowledgeable on what it is and how to be successful in it. So that's ultimately sort of why I got into it and why I chose it as my career outside of music. It was to grow my music thing. Why not be surrounded day in, day out with knowledge that you can apply to a lot more areas of your life than just one? And if your idea of where you want to be in 20 to 30 years isn't coinciding with what your sort of job can give you, I suppose, I don't know, that's the way that to phrase it, then maybe you should find another career. And I think this is, if I'm in this career another 10, 20 years, I'll be happy. I'm learning a lot, and I'm a very geeky, techie person, so I love this sort of stuff anyway. And I need to treat this position that I'm in right now with the 9 to 5 work, that you need to treat it in the fact that you're ultimately not going to be happy yourself if you are happy with what you are doing day in, day out. Why would you spend however long they say it is that you spend at work in your lifetime being unhappy? That's just silly. Why would you do that? You're an adult. Think for yourself. But ultimately, you're in control of your happiness, and you need to be happy with what you do in your 9 to 5 job. And I am. I feel like I'm a very sort of powerful person in these organisations that I work for, because ultimately I'm the guy that brings in work, work for anyone that I'm working with. It's a transactional thing at the end of the day. SEO brings in money, and it's a very powerful position. It's a very powerful position to be in, knowing that 95% of the marketing that these businesses do these days is online, and I am the guy that does that, and that's a good position to be in. So that's ultimately why I chose marketing as my career. And if you're looking for any sort of prospect in a job that you can enjoy and a job that you can learn stuff from, I'd encourage you to maybe take it up, because you can apply it in any other side thing that you're doing. So guys, that is episode 5 of the Beats in My Bedroom podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. As per usual, you can check this out on any of the audio podcast streaming platforms: Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, all those ones, as well as the video format on YouTubies. If you're on YouTubies, give me a subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see you in episode 6.